Hello students. In last lecture we have studied the different features of PHP. Today we are going to study PHP variables. Before starting the variables, let us see one more topic, PHP case sensitivity. In PHP, the variable names are case sensitive. However, keywords just like if, else, break, for, while, echo, and functions and class names are not case sensitive. For example, let's see the example of echo keyword. Here, a short program is displayed of 3 lines. In this program, I have used echo keyword in 3 different formats. In one format, complete capital letters are used. In one format, completely small letters are used. And in one format, combination of capital and small letters are used. Okay, let's see this program. To start the program in PHP, we know that we have to provide the opening angular bracket, then provide the question mark, and after that provide the PHP tag here. After that we have to use the echo statement. In last program we have studied that echo is used to display the string data as it is on the screen. Therefore we have used here echo. Under echo, provided string is hello world, and after that we have provided the break tag here. Due to this break tag, next statement will be displayed on the next line. Here first echo is in completely capital letters, then on second line echo is in small letters, and third combination of capital and small provided with break tag. Okay, and then we ended the PHP tag here with question mark and closing angular bracket. Now just run this program and output will be all 3 lines will have the same data. Okay, this proves that this echo statement is case insensitive, or it is not having any case effect. Got this? Now let's move ahead. Our topic, PHP variables. Last year we have studied JavaScript, and under JavaScript we have studied various types of variables. Variables are nothing but the temporary storage in memory unless and until we close that program or we terminate that program. When our program gets closed or program gets over, at that time whatever the different variables are generated within the memory, all that variable gets erased. We already studied this. Variable is a symbol or name that stands for a value. Variables are used for storing values such as numeric values, characters, character strings, or memory addresses so that they can be used in any part of the program. Okay. Then PHP variables can have a short name just like AB, A, B, C, P, Q, R, X, Y, Z. Like this, single characters can be used as a variable, or we can provide more descriptive names just like age, car name, total volume, etc. We can provide any format within these two. Now different rules are used to define the variables in PHP. First of all, a variable starts with $sign and then it will followed by the variable name. Then second rule, a variable name must start with a letter or an underscore character. That means the starting character or starting first number must be a letter or underscore. A variable name cannot start with a number 0 to 9. A variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscore. You know the meaning of underscore. This is underscore, and alphanumeric characters means combination of capital A to small z, that means capital A to small capital Z, and then small a to small z with 0 to 9 numbers. This is known as the alphanumeric characters. Just like sum1, sum2, num1, num2, all these are the alphanumeric characters. And last rule is variable names are case sensitive. For example, here $age and $age, these two are the different variables. You can see here first age is in small letters while second age is in capital letters. These two variables behaves differently within a same program. These are some of the simple rules for PHP variable definition. In PHP, variable can be declared anywhere in the script. It is not essential that we have to specify or we have to declare that variable at the specific location only. The scope of a variable is the part of the script where the variable can be referenced or used. And depending on that, PHP has three different variable scopes. First one is local, second one is global, and third one is the static variable. Let's see all these. A variable declared within a function has a local scope and can only be accessed within that function only. That means what? If we have declared any variable within the function, then that variable behaves as the local variable and it is applicable only to that function, not outside the function. A variable declared outside a function has a global scope and can only be accessed outside the function. Just opposite of this, here whatever the different variables we are providing before the function, that all variables are the global variables, and that global variables are not considered under the function. These are accessible only outside the function. And third type is the static. Normally when a function is completed or executed, all of its variables are deleted. I already told you this one at the start of this lecture. However, sometimes we want a local variable not to be deleted. We need it for a further job. To do this, we have to use the static scope. Got the concept of static scope? As whatever the different variables, that may be local or that may be global, if that function or if that program gets its execution gets completed, then all that variable gets deleted. But if we want that variables for the further jobs, for the further processing, that time we have to declare that variable as the static variable. Now let's see all these through the program. Here a simple program is provided to demonstrate the use of local function and local variable and global variables. Here again, to start the PHP coding, we have to provide the angular bracket, question mark and PHP. Then under that, here we have defined two variables. Immediately after specifying the PHP, here two variables are defined. Therefore, these are known as the global variables. These are outside the function. Therefore, also these are global variables. Here dollar is used to define the variable and a variable is used with the value 20. That means 20 value is assigned to the variable a. Here 15 value is assigned to the variable c. Then we have defined the function my function with the keyword function. That means whenever you have to define any function, that time you have to provide the keyword function and then provide the name of the function. Here we are using the function my function, and after that we have provided the round bracket. This round bracket completes the declaration of this function name. If you are not provided this bracket, then it will not behave as a function, it will behave as a just a statement. Okay, therefore it is essential to provide the round bracket after the function name. Then opening tag for the function. Then here one more variable is declared, $b equal to 10. That means b is having the value 10. Now this b variable is defined under the function. Therefore it will behave as the local variable. Then we have defined one more variable, global c. Here we already defined c with the value 15 as a global type. But here we are accessing that global variable as a local variable with the keyword global. If we provide this global keyword with the global variable, then this global variable will behave as a local variable. Got this? Currently we are having three variables, A, C. These two are global, B is local, and now this C will also behave as a local variable. Now our first statement, echo value of A inside function is, and here we are displaying the value by using the function as $a, and we access the variable. Then second value of B inside the function. Here A is not defined inside the function, therefore naturally in the output you will not get any data. It will provide the blank data. But here in second statement, value of B inside the function is, here we have defined 10 value to the variable B under the function. Therefore this statement will work and it will display the output as 10. Then third statement, value of C inside function is $C. Here we have transferred global variable into the local variable by using this global statement or global keyword. Therefore the output of this statement will be 15. Okay, got these three statements. Then we completed our function here. Then we call this function here again, and under that provided two statements, value of A outside function is. Now we have to access the value of variable A outside the function. It is 20. Therefore it will display the output 20. And one more statement, value of B outside the function is B. But our variable B is inside the function. It is not outside, therefore it will not display any data here as a output. This is the concept of local variable and global variable. Now let's see the static variable. Here we have to use the values generated through these variables unless and until we terminate it. Therefore we have to use here static before providing the variable. Here again in our program we declared PHP, then function keyword is used to define the function, and our function name is myCount with round brackets. Then we open the function with this curly bracket. Then we have to behave this variable C as a static. Therefore provide this static word and initialize the value 0 to the variable C. Then we have to display the value of variable C. Therefore we have to use here echo C. Then we incremented the value of C by 1. C++ means value of C will be incremented by 1 in each iteration. And then we end the function here by the closing curly bracket. Now here echo statement is used to display the heading of the output, that is output of my count with use of static keyword. Then we called the function myCount. Under that we have provided echo. Now when we call this myCount, initially value of C is 0, therefore it will display 0 as a output at the first step. Then break is provided to display the next data on the next line. Again our function myCount is called. Again here currently value of C, then here due to this C++, value of C will be incremented by 1, that means C equal to 0 plus 1 and it will result into 1. Then again break is provided and third time we call the function myCount. Here now value of C is 1 and due to this C++ value of C will be 2. Therefore our output will be 0, 1 and 2. Here we called our function 3 times, therefore 3 values will be displayed. This is the use of static variable. Okay. Then today's exercise, you have to write the rules for declaring variables in PHP. And second question, write the types or scopes of variables in the PHP. Okay, we will stop here. But before that, you have to complete all the assignments. Up to now, we have completed 5 chapters and you have to write all the assignments in your notebook and upload it on the group IT exercises. It is very essential for your internal marking.